is he last month tried to sit down and budget with you, and it just didn't work.
Okay,
It was just a complete failure.
Okay, I will say that I'm also having like mommy brain.
Okay, mommy brain, girl brain, all the brains except for any personal responsibility, apparently.
Well, of course, since I wrongfully spent money that I didn't have to go see this soccer player, she should be able to wrongfully lie to me about spending money to go see Shakira. Hey, how about none of it? So I don't know if you know this guy, Caleb Hammer. He has a podcast, Financial Audit. It's kind of like if Dave Ramsey was mentally unstable, but in a good way.
Been like a helpful way
yes.
to people, you know?
You really, please go check it out. It's very entertaining. It's called The Financial Audit. He's never been, I'd love to have him on the show. I understand he's from Western Michigan, so we probably have that in common. It's one of the best shows out there. Here's a look at the kind of show it is and why it's awesome.
We're just spending money on bull when we don't have the money to do it. Thoughts? Give me something here. I need to know that you're at least taking this in, or else what's the point? It doesn't matter. The returns you're going to get on that's not even close to the 1 billion% interest rate you have on this credit card. I've had other people do things, and they think, again, something is the only way. Sometimes when you talk outside of your own little bubble, you might get some more information. But it doesn't matter. It's where we are.
You think that
oh my God. I don't think
you make a lot of assumptions.
Just based on experience.
Okay, that doesn't mean they're right.
No, it doesn't, but at least I would have tried. On Care Credit, we owe $8,423. What is this even for?
I got my broke done. But it was like $14,000.
Why? It's $14,000 for the...
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the shortest I've talked to a guest before we started filming because I don't know what the to look at.
I probably spent at least 12 grand on my fur collections in the last 3 years.
How much is the whole? How would you sell that for 75 right now?
I would just post it, and
people would get it for 75.
They would bid for it, and it'd probably go over 7 because of all the art, the reputation that comes with it.
Reputation.
What about the stains?
Gotta keep up appearances, you freak furry.
That's what they call it. Right?
And they always tell you, like, it's nothing sexual until you're like, well, isn't that sexual? Like, well, yeah, it's mostly sexual.
A little bit.
Nothing sexual about it.
Yeah.
I just have sex in it.
Yeah, exactly.
They all come with glory holes.
It's just, I mean, it makes me horny, but there's nothing sexual about it, you pervert.
Everyone knows you by name at the dry cleaners. Now, so I show that to you to say, like, of course, he addresses people of all stripes. But it's a much, again, it puts it in context where you go, yeah, this one aggravates me more. When he welcomed 2 aliens to his podcast, and you understand that you'll see this. You'll go, oh, wow, these people are really bad with money. They're making horrible decisions. When you combine that with the fact that you are often left footing the bill for people who come to this country who have no business being here unless they're a net contributor to begin with, oh boy, does that start to paint a clearer picture. And you know what? It's okay for you to be pissed off. Here they are, and it's a show worth watching.
Were you guys born in the U.S.?
No, we are dreamers. And we're both from Mexico City. So pretty. I wish we could go back one day.
Forcefully.
Go.
Well, no, white people are moving there like crazy. People in Mexico City are very upset at it.
There's
I heard that they don't want them over there. There's like a protest. I like to give gifts.
Oh, he gets it.
So when Christmas time, birthdays,
$7,787 a gift.
Well, I mean,
Christmas?
we've also taken trips. Last year we went to Miami, but it was to go see Lionel Messi. Was it Copa America?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like international.
Argentina.
What did you just say?
Argentina, like, I got to see Messi, so you could see Shakira. I didn't know she had lied about the price. I mean, so how much was it? Like,
sorry.
How much was it?
For all 3 tickets, because we took my daughter, it was $4,500.
What the fuck? But like, we get more use out of, like a robot that cleans like on a daily basis versus, going to a one-time thing. Like,
but it was an experience.
But again, it does a really good job.
Wow.
It cleans. It cleans. It keeps the house like nice, like.
Shouldn't you?
No, that's okay. You just can't afford it. I want you to get it. I want you to go to Shakira. I want you to do all this stuff. You don't have an emergency fund, and now you guys are. Hey, your future wife is giggling at the fact that she took money out of her retirement.
I lost my job 3 times, and that's why I had to
Stop
take it
getting
out.
fired.
I'm thinking of getting out the
No, you're not getting anything. You're driving the beater until it's dead.
I think I deserve it.
I need to make sure you agree with me.
Is it negotiable?
No, you bought an $800 costume for Deadpool versus Wolverine on this. $800.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the f are you?
He didn't wear it for Halloween last year. I told him to.
What is wrong with you? Is he last month tried to sit down and budget with you and it just didn't work?
Okay,
It was just a complete failure.
Okay, I will say that I'm also having like mommy
happens.
brain. And sometimes I tell
Okay,
like,
mommy brain, girl brain, all the brains except for any personal responsibility, apparently.
Yeah.
Where's the personal responsibility?
All the excuses and just the presumption that, well, of course, since I wrongfully spent money that I didn't have to go see this soccer player, she should be able to wrongfully lie to me about spending money to go see Shakira. Hey, how about none of it?
Yeah.
Hey, we need a robot. Aren't you Mexican?
Stop it. Don't you have 2 arms and legs?
He said that because they're lowered to the floor.
Yeah. I need a robot.
It wasn't a racist thing.
I need a robot to clean is not a phrase that I ever thought I would hear out of a Latino woman. That's your competition, bitch. Now.
It's the enemy.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing.
Like 420 or whatever it was?
That's what they listed. I don't know what the total amount was, and they just kept transferring credit card.
There was
paying
133 that was not the house.
Yeah, that was not the house.
At one point, 133 not the house.
Jeez.
And it would take them 28 years to pay it off. Hey, what do you think happens if those dreamers go, racked up a bill, I don't want to, I'm not going to pay it, bye. Who do you think pays for it? Oh, that's right. Oh, sorry. It's probably to a big bank that's too big to fail. Well, how do they get bailed out?
What does that do to your interest rates? Because there's
Yeah.
risk and loss that they have
Kills
to cover, so everybody's interest rate just goes up.
And how does someone come here as a dreamer and get that kind of a line of credit? Oh, that's right. Sorry. It was because predatory lending. No, wait.
Right.
The government forced them to and then accuse the banks of being predatory in their lending. You have to give to people who can't pay it back. Otherwise, it's racist.
Right.
Well, why is it racist? Because people of a different ethnic persuasion can't pay it back. Well, then why would I lend them the money? So that you're not racist. Do you see what they do? And here's the thing. I want you to remember this. This is exactly who the left panders to. It is exactly the kind of vote that the left doesn't just want, that they need. And it is exactly the kind of people who the left wants to promise free health care. That's why the government shut down right now. You know that, right? That's the biggest reason the government shut down. They want to extend health care to illegals while they fine you for not paying the exorbitant rates. They want to ensure that Coca-Cola or Fanta is still kept on Snap. These are the people who the left tells you. These are the sob stories. Don't you want to help them? But don't take my word for it, because this chick's a fan of, well, watch.
Here's the reality. When you set yourself up as being the arbiter of girl brain versus boy brain, you are going to make us as a country repeal the 19th Amendment, you being the arbiter
Watch
of women.
this.
I am not the arbiter of women.
Well, you're
by
really
far.
trying to
By
frame it.
far. Please follow Jessica Crocker. She's better.
Do we know Jessica Cocker?
Isn't she one of your representatives, Texas?
It was at this moment that he knew he f***ed up.
Oh, Jasmine. Sorry. Jasmine Crocker.
You don't even know the people of the...
She's not my representative.
Not my representative.
Oh, well, sorry.
Combine immigrating from a crappy country with the entitlement of feminism, and you get the woman who goes, "Sorry, I had the mommy brain," and then she goes, "Oh, Jasmine, Jason Crocker. Oh, sorry, well, she's not my representative, but you brought her up.
Yeah.
You brought her up. How about we hold you accountable to the argument that you just made? By the way, too, mommy brain, you do realize there's daddy brain too. When a dad just has a child for the first time, it's terrifying. I'll tell you why it's terrifying. First off, there's a hormonal change, not as severe as women, but testosterone actually plummets. It's something that happens. We're terrified because there's not that much we can do. Contrary to what the left tells you, we don't have tits, so we can't breastfeed. We pretty much have to go out, provide, but we are all of a sudden aware of every risk, danger, and how fragile the children are, and it changes your outlook, and it takes a while to adjust to it. But most of the guys don't go out and say daddy brain because they're making sure that their children are alive and you have what you need. Not all. There are some piece of crap deadbeat dads. But can we stop using that as an excuse for buying a Roomba and $4,500 Shakira tickets? Don't blame your child for it.
They had to get her a ticket too.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do any of it. Listen, I know this is slightly off topic, but we talk about education being the silver bullet, and I'm not talking about going like K through 12 and college. I mean, like being actually educated on stuff, right? Education, right below that, if you just kept everything else the same, financial literacy, if people just, it would change your life, your kids' life, everything. What you just heard wasn't just people making bad decisions. It was straddling their children with, at the very least, not getting any kind of head start in life, but most likely getting debt.
I'll tell you exactly what
generational curses because of that. Not like biblically. I'm talking like, hey, you have nothing being passed down to you. It's going to be harder to pass down to your kids.
Well, she did kind of commit a biblical curse because Eve did deceive Adam with the apple.
That's true.
With the fruit.
$4,500
the same thing.
A fruit. I don't know.
Why did you not tell Adam about the Shakira tickets?
Because the hips don't lie.
Yes. They in fact do.
Because I know that he also has a she-wolf in the closet.
Yes. He bought for $7,500.
I need to keep up my reputation.
Yeah, if you can't afford to go to these concerts and shows, then don't go unless it's Josh Firestein, November 14th at the Chalet Theater in Enumclaw, Washington.
Yeah, that's actually a good financial.
And it's not $4,500.
You should take out a loan for that if you need to. No, it's not.
But I will tell you,
free gold every time. It's weird. Yeah.
I will tell you this. Unless you are making good six figures annually with no debt, you cannot afford a new truck or any concert tickets. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Unless you're making $250,000 a year, you cannot afford a $60,000, $70,000 new truck and $4,500 in tickets and $900 in a costume and thousands of dollars in Uber Eats. You cannot afford it. We need to fundamentally change our mindset. And let me tell you exactly what this is. It's dreamers who came here on the promise of the left, and they believed the lie of the left. And the left wants that because then they are indebted to the left. Just think of how asinine this is. She brought up her tickets and her finance and her mommy brain, and then to justify it when she was saying, no, I'm actually not an ambassador for women. Jasmine Crockett is the one who gives out good financial advice.
Jessica Cocker, which is on par.
Yeah,
you know?
Close enough, right?
It's like a cross between Joe Cocker and Jasmine Crockett, I guess.
Just whatever.
Think about, and the reason she said is because Jasmine Crockett and Nancy Pelosi and Bernie Sanders speak to them. Hey, I got you, boo. You keep that Fanta on Snap. Get that Rumba. Hey, why should other people be able to get concert tickets and not you? How about no one? When people talk, and I get it, yep, the job stability is tough for younger people. I understand that. The housing market is out of control. Student loans out of control, largely because of the government interference. We've covered that. I understand it. But you do know when you talk about the American dream that is that far out of reach, never did your boomer parents spend thousands of dollars on concert tickets and buy brand new expensive vehicles. And I know you'll say the price of a vehicle has gone up. You can buy a used car.
You probably should.
You probably should and learn how to work on it.
Most people probably should.
And learn how to work on it just as your parents did. The boomers changed their own brakes, right? They'd rotate their own tires. They learned how to work on a transmission. Now, I don't do that because I don't have time to. I do well enough where I can take it into the shop. Your parents didn't. Your parents were eating, you've probably never even, bologna has probably never touched your lips. And that was a major food group for them. Unless you are close to a millionaire, you cannot afford a luxury vehicle. And yes, that includes F-150s if they're new, or Tacomas if they're new.
Yeah, Toyota Tacomas are not cheap.
They are not cheap.
They start at like 45 or something, dude.
Yep. And this guy, Caleb, again, go check out, ends the show so frustrated because there's no hope. And this is something I've talked about, the big difference, change my mind. The big skill is recognizing whose minds you can change and who's so bought into the lie that you need to move on and not waste your time. We need to do that as a country, and we used to do it through policy. And a lot of other countries do as well. They have a point system for legal immigrants. We need to be able to identify people who can be helped and can become tremendous contributors and net value added to this country. And we need to be able to recognize people who can never be helped, people who have no interest in it. They simply want to take. That needs to be our policy because the host here recognizes they're not interested in making better decisions at all. Again, combine this with all of the case studies that we gave you on immigrants just 20 minutes ago.
Agree to it or no?
and I get a second job.
Agree. No, you already
I
work
wanna
60
keep
hours
the
a week.
runner.
Okay. And that's it. I'm ending this. This is no conversation to be had. I'm ending the episode. If you're not willing to take literally the most basic sacrifice in the one thing you have, there's nothing here, and you guys are and I'm sad to see that. That is sad. And that's not me wanting to end this because I'm outraged or anything. If they're not willing to take a single basic step, I'm done.
We have to
You, Hammer Financial Score, off.
Pretty good. It's good, right? If Dave Ramsey was like unstable in the best way.
But he wants it for you. He wants better life for you.
Look, sounds to me like you can go back to Mexico City. Hey, your wish is my command. Oh, you're still here watching this on YouTube. There's no more. It's over. Just like YouTube. YouTube is over. It's not a thing anymore. How many Seth Meyers clips do you need? Head on over to Rumble. Follow me there. Live on weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern, where we can actually speak freely and don't have to self-censor. YouTube it's really not a thing. Like, you ever seen one of those towns that maybe was like a mining town, or maybe they made some kind of alloy? You say, hey, I wonder what they did in this town. It takes a while to find a person who can tell you what they did in that town, and even then you don't fully understand it. That's YouTube. YouTube is that town. So go to Rumble.